Hello! In today's video, we are going to be preparing for our upcoming KvK. This upcoming KvK is an absolutely massive one. We are going to be fighting against BDO and Echo. We will be fighting alongside GG, WAO, and RAC. This is going to be a crazy KvK. As you can already see in the Brink of War rankings here, even though we are just about to finish the first day of the Gathering Forces stage, these four kingdoms are already above 1 billion points, and we're down here hovering around 5th, which is probably where we want to be. So I'm going to be doing some troop training because this Brink of War event coincides with the first day of Strongest Lord, and it also coincides with the Chest of Charms College Credit event, so we can get some additional value by saving 10 million mana 3 times over, so saving 30 million mana, which is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and get into some troop training. As you can see, I already have my 10% training speed buff and my war mobilization buff active, so let me go ahead and get the title and we'll get into this. Alright, now that we have the title, we have a couple of options here. I could upgrade my tier 4 archers to tier 5, but I don't actually want to do that because I want to be using my tier 4 celestials in the field. So we're going to go ahead and use our multi-speed up button, click this disable reminder since we want to just get through this as quickly as possible, and we are going to train until we get what we need. So let's just go through this a few times, and at the end of this I will also overlay a image of how many troops I had at the start here. So every time we do this, we save, it looks like 58,000 mana. So we're gonna have to do this quite a few times in order to save 10 million. Maybe it would be worth it to reroll for more than a 30% training discount, but I'm not quite sure. Gotta remember to not hit that gem button too, because that could get pretty expensive. And we are almost done with our training speed ups here, so let's just keep going. And the reason why I'm not waiting for a event like Great Heights in order to do some troop training is that instead of going for another legendary city skin, I would much rather have all of the nice passive elixir generation, and yeah, that I think will just be more helpful. Okay, so we're at 2.9 million saved here so far, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this buff and try to get a buff that's actually higher than 30%. But what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to give the title to someone else, and then I'll come back later. So while we're waiting for other people to be done with the title, we can go ahead and claim this reward here for 400,000 points gained. That's pretty easy, but let's go into the Chest of Charms event, and we're going to end this buff, and we're going to try to get a better one. So let's open the Chest of Charms again, hit draw. Realistically, 40 or 50% is what you want here, because yeah, 30%, it's just not saving us very much. So we're going to use a gem reroll here. Now you might be wondering, is this worth spending gems on as free to play? I think it probably is. It's construction, which sucks. So I think we're going to do one more reroll, and then if we don't get a better roll here, we're going to activate and cancel it. 20%. Oh, I hate you. Okay, so we can get one more key, and we are going to use that key to go ahead and get a better buff. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate this now, and we will cancel it out, which just is what it is, but since we're not training an insane amount of troops, we don't need all of these buffs. Okay, please give me 40 or 50%. 60% building, are you kidding me? Alright, let's roll again. We were looking for training, looking for 30% or over. Okay, well, we'll replace that. We really want a better roll here, though. I wish you could choose one of them to roll. That would be great. Okay, 40% research, we don't want that. I will spend 200 gems here just to try to get something better than 20%. If we don't end up getting something that's going to suck. Okay, well, we're right back where we started. 30% training cost reduction. This event is kind of painful. I feel like the probabilities of getting these aren't entirely accurate, but it's just a low sample size on my end, I think. But a lot of people do complain about getting the 30% resource cost reduction a lot. Like rolling 6 times, getting it 5 times or something. So I'm not sure how accurate these percentages are, but nah. Well, we just got unlucky, so we will end up using this, and we will end up probably getting maximal savings from this, or very close to it. I think we'll end up at around 7.2 million mana saved, because we are going to be zeroing our speedups. I guess I should have shown this earlier. We're almost done with our training speedups here. We're going to be zeroing all of our universal speedups going into tier 4 celestials. I can also overlay this image from the spreadsheet here where I put in my speedups earlier just to see how many exactly I had, and that showed me that I could train 375,000 celestials. So yeah, once people are done with the buff, we will use it ourselves and continue with some more training. Alright, and one more thing that we can do to help us out a little bit here as well. Probably isn't going to do much, but we can open all these silver keys. I was going to save them for like a release of a hero or something, but you don't really get that much from epic keys. Like look, we got 5 Muziang heads from 700 keys, so yeah, not too worried about it, but get a few hours of speed ups there. I'll maybe get a couple thousand extra troops. And alright, let's go ahead and get the Chief Warder title going, and I will be right back and we'll start training. Alright, let's make sure we actually have this buff active. Indeed we do. I predicted we would end up at about 7.1. Let me go ahead and actually throw a timer on here just so that I know when my time with the buff will be up. And yeah, we're going to train as many of these as possible. Let's get into a rhythm here. I love that they don't kick you out of this menu anymore. It's so nice and fast. I mean, the old training method was kind of nice to like press all the buttons and scroll up and down and stuff, but this is also just really efficient, time-wise at least. Alright, so yeah, this season we are going into a 2v4. It's going to be a ton of fun, and yeah, like I said earlier, that's another reason why I want to actually train up all these troops instead of hoarding for an event. This is going to give me the passive elixir generation, which is awesome, and I also just won't have to resource heal quite as much. Fighting against 2 of probably the strongest G1 kingdoms in our first KvK against G1 kingdoms is going to be great, and I'm looking forward to making a lot of content about it, streaming quite a lot, and yeah, it should be a bunch of fun. One of the greatest things for streaming is that the developers did add a streamer mode exclusively for content creators. So one of the fears that I had before with streaming is just people being able to see it and see what we were doing, but with streamer mode I should be able to stream without a stream delay during most of the fighting. I might have to confirm that, but I think that if people aren't able to see markers, it should be okay. And then what I'll probably end up doing is like using another account on my phone or something like that to see where the markers are and what they say, and I should be able to make it work. Now I do want to check on my timer here. Okay, we're 2 minutes in, and yeah, we're just gonna keep on going. How many speed ups do I have left? Okay, I still got a good amount of speed ups left, so we can keep going. And yeah, we're using all of these. In total, it was about 200 days of speed ups, so nothing too crazy, but it could have gotten me, what would it have been? 200 days of speed ups, I think would have been, I can actually check a calculator here real quick. Yeah, so I could have gotten about 4.5 million points worth of troop power from upgrading tier 4 to tier 5 during a Great Heights. So like I could have won maybe the cavalry Great Heights with pairing that with some research and stuff like that to get my total power gained up to about 6 million. But I mean, that's a big maybe, and I think that it's more important to actually have these troops for this KvK, because in previous KvKs, I was having to resource heal my Celestials after like one refresh, which just kind of sucked. Oh, let me actually use some reserves here, just some of these 1k reserves. That way I can use up these 24-hour speed ups. Okay, we stop using the reserves now. Oh, we're actually out of gold. So let's go ahead and pop some gold tokens here. And the reason why I have to do that is because I've been being a bit bad and I haven't been using my farm accounts. I logged into my farm accounts for the first time this morning in about 20 days. Yeah, so I've just been taking a break from that. I haven't been super active in COD in general for the last little bit. I've been doing other things, and that's going to be changing for sure. And hopefully I'm going to be able to be putting out videos way more consistently. In the last couple of months, I haven't released a number of videos that I was satisfied with. That not satisfactory, that's what I was trying to say there. And yeah, there we go. We went through all of our speed ups. We have 1.6 million Celestials. That's crazy. That's some craziness. I don't think that... Well, we probably should have finished this upgrade here, but I guess I can finish that later or something. I don't think that there's really a way that I can squeeze out more speed ups. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So that's probably it for the training. Let me just go ahead and collect my thoughts here, and I will come back in a few minutes and we can talk a little bit more about this KvK and what I'm planning on doing and wrapping up the video and all that good stuff. So this video was definitely a little bit rambly. Pardon me for that. This is the first time doing a video of training troops, and I think it was the first time. But yeah, in future videos, I will have to do another hero pairing breakdown for what my plans are for SOS 4, just because I'm not able to use Lilia via Fellowship this season, which sucks, but you know, it makes sense. I don't think that I'm going to be using Muziang just because I don't have the epic tokens to skill her up to Awakened. It kind of is annoying because I would like to at least give her a shot in the field as an epic tier hero. I might try to get her ready by next season just by buying these tokens in the shop here, but these get pretty expensive, so I don't know. And I would definitely have to stop buying these legendary medals if I wanted to do that, and I don't know if that's something that I want to do, because yeah, you really need these legendary medals to level up your heroes. It would be really nice if I could have the legendary tier of Muziang, because then I could spend all these G3 tokens on her, but unfortunately that's not the case. I did get these G1 tokens from that Rebirth of a Legend event. That was nice. I was able to get another skill up on my Velens. Now that's 5544. Approaching Awakened. It's probably going to take another few seasons in order to get there. It's kind of hilarious how long that's been taken. Thunderlin's at 5224, and this might be where my G3 tokens end up going. I'm not sure. I still have to decide on that. But yeah, we got a lot of plans here for this season. Got to be doing some things with my war pets as well. I have been working on a 3-star soul source for my Seraphic Phaedrake, but that's quite a ways away. But we do have a lot of things in the works, even though I haven't been uploading very much content. I've still been thinking about it quite a bit, and this KvK versus BDO and Echo should be a ton of fun. I'm going to be doing a video tonight about the patch notes that released a few days ago, because there's a lot of interesting things in there. I just wasn't able to cover it right when it released. I think that it's yeah, right here. So yeah, I'm going to be going through this and probably looking at a couple of comments that were made on Discord regarding it as well, if I can find them. You can see here it says the top 10 ranking lords and great heights will get the skin, which is rough, really rough. It's another thing that influenced me to push power here instead of going for the cavalry great heights, because I mean, top 10 might not be able to get that. Anyways, yeah, this video a little bit different, but training some troops, getting ready for this KvK, more prep work to come after this KvK. For example, like, I want to at least get double this many merits. I feel like 20 million merits should be super easy to get next season. I want to spend all of my mana next season if possible. It's going to be exclusively going into resource healing those tier 4 celestials, so it will be a lot of healing, but I think that I can probably get that done. 1 billion mana in one season should be doable. Anyways, hopefully you're looking forward to the future content. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.